Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Rosie Rosette 2020, and today is or was July 18th, 2020. And so from what I hear and see, the United States has encountered 77,000 new cases of coronavirus. I don't know if that was the proper grammar in saying that statement, but you guys understand what I'm talking about. 77 new cases. Okay, so the U.S. has not gained such a large amount of new cases of the coronavirus, COVID-19, since June 10th. Let's go back to June 10th. What happened in June? Do you guys want to see what happened in June? Oh, I'll remind you. Do you need me to remind you? Oh, they opened up the country. They opened up the country in June. Right. So, I'm just so perplexed. I don't know what's going on. Like, what happened in New York? Because whatever happened, I know 22,000 people died in New York. I know that. But it seems like the numbers are minimal in New York now. So what? Did 22 people have to die in each state in order for us to get back to normal? No. But we can't stay in the house until this goes by. But it's in thin air. Okay, so we all stay in the house. But now we're having water shortages or whatever. I don't understand because I don't get it. I just don't understand what's going on. Like, what happened within the past 72 hours that we have 77,000 new cases? Oh, maybe I saw a little video in Nashville where, people were out in the streets. At this club, no one had on a mask. Not one person, maybe one or two. I'll give it five. 5 out of like 70 to 100 people. No one barely had on a mask. So is it proper procedure that only some people wear masks and others don't? Do you guys remember when I made that video a couple of months ago, and it was like here where I live, it's like these white people aren't wearing masks. And then someone got upset. But okay, it wasn't all white people, but most of the white people that I saw, and I live in a neighborhood where it's not mostly white people, but the majority are white in where I live, around where I live. It's not all white, but there's a lot. I would say 90% of the white people I saw that day didn't have on a mask. Remember, and I was like, well, what do they know that I don't know? Again, same thing in Nashville. This video that I saw was mostly, I think it was, if not all white people. No one had on a mask. I'm asking the same question. What is it that they know that I don't know? What is it that Trump knows that I don't know? Because he feels that he doesn't need to wear a mask. But yet a lot of people in his cabinet, some people, not a lot of people, have contracted the virus. So if that's the case, excuse me, sorry. If that's the case, I'm sorry, but it's a lack of air in my studio, the garage or whatever, and it's like retaining heat, and it gets hot, I get tired, I get sleepy, blah, 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 blah. Back to the subject at hand. Why is there 77,000 people in the period of 24 hours that have contracted the virus? What is going on in the country? Why do people feel that they don't need to wear a mask? Why do people feel like they need to be out and about? In my city, it's dead. It's really dead. People are driving around, but there's not that many people out and about. And I think from what I heard, Newsom is shutting everything down come Monday. So get everything that you need to get this weekend, because it's going to be shut down once more. Once again, the country is shutting down. Yes, it is. And I don't know what's going to go on with the Congress and the Senate. They keep taking the breaks. I don't know why they're taking so many breaks. Why are they taking so many breaks? Do they need to campaign? What is it? But we're going through a pandemic. Like whatever they're doing, they all can't zoom in, different parts of the country or something. I don't understand what's going on. Thank goodness that the deaths, no, I can't say that because isn't there like 140 or 145,000 people that are dead? You look one way, you look another, people are talking about, oh, I missed my birthday. I can't go to Africa because I missed my birthday. And I said, you know what? Africa is going to be there next year. Africa is going to be there next year. And I wanted to say, but I did not. I said, but you may not. You may not be here next year, but Africa's not going anywhere. You, on the other hand, people are so worried about traveling and parlaying and whatever. Now, you saw the pictures or the videos or whatever of the girls in Florida or whatever. Florida opened back up, but considering the way people are acting, they don't know how to act. They don't know how to wear masks. They don't know how to act. It's really pathetic that Americans are so entitled, so privileged. I'm not talking white privilege. I'm talking about American privilege. American being an American and being entitled. I see it all the time. I've traveled to different countries, and you can tell when people have never been anywhere because they would understand the struggle or the importance that it takes in order to follow directions. Because as Americans, we feel like, oh, if we don't have to wear a mask, we shouldn't. If we want to go to the grocery store or shopping, we should be able to. But guess what? In some countries, you get killed for that. You get shot on sight. You don't want to pay attention. You don't want to follow the rules. Boom. You're out. You're dead. Or they beat you. Now, if they start doing that, oh, we're going to have a problem. But see, government is trying to tell you, stay your butts at home. And then again, you have some states that are open or semi-open or quasi-open or whatever. Or then you have others that are under restriction. Just shut it down. Shut it down. Shut Amazon down. Shut, only thing that should be open basically are the water company, the PG&E company, and the hospitals. That's it. The hospitals, the water company, and the PG&E company. That's the electric, gas, and whatever. Is there anybody else? That's it. Doctors, hospital, water, PG&E, and the cell phone companies. The internet company. That's it. That's it. That's it. No bars, no restaurants. Listen, pack up, everybody learn to cook, or you get enough food to last you at least a week, and shut it down. Disinfect all the streets. So I guess those are other people who need to be out. Disinfect all the streets. Pour bleach or whatever you have to put, cleaner, whatever. I have not seen one cleaning truck. No, I think I saw one last weekend. In months, I don't even know if my city has them. But you would think, considering what's going on, especially in the downtown dingy areas, that they would disinfect the streets and the sidewalks and clean them or whatever. Now, I have seen cleaners at like restaurants or, fast food places, but as far as the streets, but see, I'm not on the streets at 4 o'clock in the morning. So possibly either they are cleaning them or they're polluting them. I don't know what's going on, but something has got to give. Because 77,000 people in 24 hours in one country is just too much. And as far as Florida and Texas, I don't know what is going on. You guys know that I do, I try and do a daily or bi-daily synopsis of the numbers and everything. And every time I look at Florida or Texas, I'm not exactly sure, or both of them, the numbers are staggering. They are just 11,000, 12,000, 9,000, 8,000 in a day. Again, what did I tell you? If they keep up at this rate, they're going to be 300,000 by the end of the month. Have they already surpassed that? I'm not exactly sure. Actually, they are at 300,000. I think both states are at 300,000. But this is evident from the past couple of weeks, because when I started, they were at 200 or even 150. I don't know what's going on. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Like, what part? And then people think that this is fake. But you see people in the hospital, there's stories. And if it is fake, okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to just try and beat the odds? Did you hear about that man who, he was complaining about wearing a mask and he ended up dying of coronavirus? People are talking about, oh yeah, I just saw an advertisement for a comedy show in November. So I said that this is all going to go away the day after the election. I wasn't serious. I wasn't serious. This may be around for a while. Like 2020 is canceled. From the time that Kobe died all the way up to the end, it's canceled. Okay, so anything that you have planned, cancel it. It's not happening. Good night.